Well, the Be Sickle Smart program, we go all around the country, but we're here today in Durham with the Bridges Point Foundation. The Be Sickle Smart program empowers people who are living with sickle cell and caring for those with sickle cell to know more about their disease and take control of their disease. One of the key things that we do is what we call an iron overload screening, and it's a simple test. It takes 5 to 7 minutes, and that's where sickle cell patients find out about their iron level. That's a serious issue that can affect many people who have had transfusions. So one of the things we like to say is, just like people know what their blood pressure is, just like if they have diabetes, they know what their sugar levels are, if you have sickle cell, you should know your iron level. So that's really what we're trying to get across today, and we're offering free screenings to get people jump-started so that they can know their level and continue to track it. And of course, we have Ruben Studdard here to entertain, uplift, and empower people as well. And just a really beautiful day full of education and edification and support. So it's been a great day.
I am here in Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. I am the national spokesperson for the Be Sickle Smart campaign. I've been going all around the country with this campaign, and just, you know, it's really important, you know, to come out to these events and, you know, help people, you know, gain awareness about sickle cell disease and, you know, transfusion iron overload. That's, you know, basically what the Be Sickle Smart campaign is about, to, you know, help people to gain awareness about the effects of transfusion iron overload as, you know, it relates to sickle cell disease.
All right, so you yourself do not have sickle cell disease, but you've had experience in your earlier life and your as a young child in it. Tell us a little bit about that.
My mother, when I was growing up, was very active in the Birmingham chapter of the Sickle Cell Disease Foundation, and, you know, I remember at a very early age, you know how many events we would have at church. You know, we had testings, all kinds of, you know, different things that we had at just my, you know, home church. And I still see to this day how involved my mom is with the Sickle Cell Foundation. So it really inspired me, you know, once Be Sickle Smart campaign called and asked if I would be a part of their campaign. It was, you know, really a no-brainer, because you know, anything that's important to your parents is generally important to you. This is my second year working with the Be Sickle Smart campaign, and in my first year, my very first event in Jacksonville, Florida, I got the opportunity to meet a young man who was really in touch with, you know, where he was and how how he deals with having sickle cell disease. He drew a picture that really touched me of him behind prison bars. And he was the inspiration for the song. And while we were recording the song, I actually found out that the producer of the song, I think his niece or nephew, also has sickle cell disease. So it was a really touching process, you know, for us to, you know, to collaborate on that music, knowing that it was something that we were doing that could possibly, you know, touch people and affect the lives of a lot of people, you know, to inspire them to continue to keep fighting through whatever they are going through while they deal with sickle cell disease.
That's wonderful.
Well, I've had sickle cell since I was born because, they did the screening. And living with sickle cell, you're tired all the time and you got to drink plenty of water because if you don't, you will be just exhausted. You'll just drop. And so, yeah, it sounds just severe, but it is. But, if you take your medicine and you do what the doctors tell you, you can cope with it. Well, it allows the community not to just put sickle cell people in the background, so to speak. And it allows us to realize that we're not the only people who are in this whole situation. And it's really appreciated.
What do you think are some of the important things that people should know about the disease and about to being treated for it?
Well, the most important thing is just knowledge, and that's what we, try to do with these events, is just give people knowledge about sickle cell disease and the effects of transfusion iron overload. I always have to say, I'm not a medical professional, but every time we have these events, we have them all. We have lots and lots of medical professionals here, and you can also go to besicklesmart.com. And learn as much as you'd like to learn about sickle cell disease and transfusion iron overload.